Okay. Alright, I can see myself there. Turn that on. Okay, great. I was texting Josh something about the modem, and then I texted him pdwwwea.p. Very good. Good stuff. Alright, let's double check. Stop being connected to the Wi-Fi. Alright, we have sights and sounds. Hawk, hello! He just texted me back pdwwea.p to you as well. Oh, 10 months, that's awesome! 10-month Hawkiversary, love it. Ah, it's so sweet. So nice. Okay, what the heck am I doing? Alright, so, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. This is your Yakuza Like a Dragon stream. My name is Allie. I'm from Ok2BeFat, because it is okay to be fat. And, this is Yakuza 7. Welcome. Oh, poo. There we go. Thank you. I gotta. Dang, I shouldn't have closed the thingy. It's okay. I'll open the thingy. Thank you to LaFay Chanteuse for the follow. I appreciate that so much. It was fun, bud. Time having you in the chat. Thank you. I'm just gonna take my edible now because, if anybody is wondering what injury stream means, I took a bit of a tumble last night, due to Reginald's, deep and insistent desire that he needs to be everywhere that we are. I tripped over Reggie, and I ended up stepping on my own shoes, so we're just gonna skip the Adidas slides for a while because that apparently was a bad idea. Go back to shoes with backs on them, because what happened was I tripped over him and then kind of came out of my shoe and then stepped on the shoe and then I just went down. Never really been a super graceful person. I've always been pretty clumsy, but long COVID has not helped with that, because now my balance is even more shit than it used to be. Hit the edge of the kitchen counter pretty hard. Reggie was fine. I was afraid I had stepped on him, but I had not. I had stepped only on my own shoe, and then went down like a sack of fucking potatoes. And was very frightened by the entire situation, including the possibility that I was scared I was gonna fall on him, but no, I fell into the counters instead. The counters are fine. Reginald is in the room with me, and he is wienering around and rolling and rolling. Hey, Forstein, how am I feeling now? Not great, honestly. This morning, I put a bunch of ice on it last night, and this morning I was like, boo-doo-boo, hell yeah, finger guns, I got away with it. I didn't, because as the day has gone on, it has gotten more painy. I think sitting in the office desk chair at my job did not help with the armrests. I've had ice on it off and on, because I also twisted my shoulder. I don't know. I'm just like, I'm glad Reggie's okay. I'm pretty much okay. Josh was like, do you think we need to go to the doctor? I'm like, no, I have full range of movement. It's not even sprained. It just, I twisted wrong and I hit my arm pretty hard. So like, that's gonna suck. The cats never know how close they came to disaster. Like, you gotta pick it up and put it down sometimes with cats, like, because they just do what they do, and, like, they do not pay attention to you. So, like, everyone's okay. I'm gonna be okay. I'm just feeling a little bit like I got beat up by a kitchen counter. Because I did. So, oh, right. I was gonna check. Can I get one more rank with Ichi? Yeah, I can. Okay. 10 million, 10 Majimas. But 265. I just want to make sure that he has, like, the best. That means I'd have to farm ingots, which I don't really want to do. I don't want to farm ores. I mean, that one would be good as well. That's farming. I don't want to farm. So, Hanjungi up by 13. Or Ichi up by 16. I just feel like I have Ichi tanking so hard that it's probably better to do his. So, I'm gonna go run... Excuse me, Namba. Thank you, sweetie. Gonna go run the, the grind dungeon one more time, and then I'm gonna level up Ichi's bat, and then I'm gonna find a chill place to park it and have a chill ass time, cause feeling a little beat up here. I was so disappointed too, because it was like, it's like if you have incredible good luck, sometimes you have to have some like shitty bad luck to balance it out. Sometimes it almost seems like, but it was like the first day that I had felt like halfway decent in a while, and I was like really stoked, and then it's just disappointing. I just hate being disappointed like that. It's a bummer. It's a full-on bum. And I'm not a fan. Alright. We're gonna go down into the place to get the money. And then we'll get lots of money. And it'll be fine. Oh god, okay. Like, what can I put next to my arm that's not gonna make my arm hurt? Chorno, you are a small plushy boy. I will put you on my lap. Get Jotaro out as well. I did have a chance to record some more audio. I'm gonna put crowns back on. Who's getting a crown? I mean, you can have a crown because you're not in. Great. And, you can have a crown. Why not? Where's my crown? Come on. There we go. Alright, we're crowns. We got crowns. Doing good. Here we go. Take me to there, please. I did post my, like, suggested Mahjong strats for platinuming Yakuza games and, you know, getting your Mahjong completion for a plat. And, like, I posted it on the subreddit, and, people, like, don't necessarily agree, which is fine. Yeah, I'll just leave her in. Why not? That's fine. Like, people don't have to agree with me. But I feel like I maybe should have been more... I don't know. I feel like I was fairly clear. But, like, the thing is, like, there are Mahjong guides for people that explain it, but like clearly there's a sector of the fandom that is not interested in learning to play mahjong, but is interested in platinum trophies, and so it's really more for them because like no, dude, because my strategy, the very basic version of it is just like, just go for triples. Just do all triplets. Just always go for triplets. That's what you go for. That's the basest, most simple, basic strategy that you can give. I just don't think that there is a more simple strategy that you can give someone for mahjong when they are like not interested in learning how to play or find it intimidating. And can't read Chinese characters, which you need to be able to do. At least in, I think in Yakuza 0, and I think in Kiwami, is it Kiwami 1, is it translated? I don't think so. I think it's straight out of Yakuza 0. I think they ripped that straight out and put it right in. And I don't think it is translated, the character tiles. And, like, you know, people don't understand it. The guides are fairly technical and, like, include a lot of, like, information that's, like, pretty helpful if you kind of already know what you're doing, but people, like, don't. And they just find it, like, I feel like maybe people find it a little bit intimidating. So, kind of the goal was to, like, find, like, I guess I kind of set myself the problem task in the back of my head and didn't realize it until I came up with the solution of, like, what is the absolute easiest thing you can tell someone about mahjong so that they can get most of the completion without having to, like, do something complicated that they don't want to do. It's like, I don't know, I felt like learning mahjong involves, like, especially if you don't, I mean, if you don't know rummy, then you're already gonna have problems. But then also, like, cause that's kind of how I keyed into it, was because I played a lot of rummy, as a kid. But, like, oh, there he went. But, you know, if you don't have that, I don't know, I just think it's, like, it clearly is kind of hard for people, because, like, people are doing pretty complicated stuff, but there's so much to keep, like, track of that might be unfamiliar. So I was like, what's the easiest thing you can tell somebody? And then people are kind of like, well, that's not the best strategy. And I'm like, no, it's not the best strategy. It's not the best strategy for mahjong. Trying for triples all the time, if you know what you're doing, obviously is not the best strategy. But if you don't know what you're doing, it might be the best strategy. But, like, you know, people don't have to agree with me about that. But, like, I just figured maybe, like, it might be helpful to some people who can't, who, like, you know, I don't know what, and it's easier because there's less to remember, but it's gonna be grindier because it's not gonna work every time. That's kind of the problem with it. So it's kind of like you give up going faster and doing it more efficiently for the benefit of having less stuff to keep track of that's pretty unfamiliar. Oh wait. I'm gonna have him drink the coffee this time. You be the coffee man. Alright, work it. Work it. Fulminating forecast, baby. There we go. Now we turn our attention to Captain Crunchman. He's weak to ice, y'all. Eat this ice, bitch. Oh man, freaking out. Wow. He's also weak to chainsaws. I'm really hoping this stream like holds this time. Just cause like, I don't know. It's like fine. We've been able to get it up pretty quick again, but it makes uploading the VODs a little tiresome. Because then there's just like tons of them. And I gotta wait for like YouTube to process them. Because I'm like, I definitely do not want them uploaded out of order. And they process that shit in whatever order they feel like. It's just another, I asked Josh, like, we both took some time off. And we're gonna, like, hang out together for, like, Josh's birthday. Which will be nice. But, yeah, it doesn't make sense. And I found that, like, it's what seems like works the best is like you can batch upload stuff, but if you need it to be in an order, which I kind of do, especially if they're in parts, then like I really just am better off like waiting. So that's what I do, and then I just have to do that like 3 times. I don't know, I had kind of a like hard weekend, so I was behind. That's the thing too, is it makes me feel like crap. Now I'm really behind. I was like hoping to do a little bit of work on this video while I was off, but it looks like I might just be like hanging out and taking edibles if this shoulder arm situation continues to be a butt, because like I'm not sitting in the office chair and it's gonna hurt my arm for YouTube for free. I'll do it again when I am getting paid for my job, and not until then. Thank you. I will get some rest. We're gonna have a nice time together. I'm like trying not to get too like attached to like any kind of timeline or anything for this video, so I'm just like, well, I kind of promised myself I wouldn't work on it if it wasn't like enjoyable or at least satisfying in some way. So and like definitely sitting there and having my arm hurt is not satisfying, so I'll just like wait. I basically kind of told myself when I decided to start trying to work on a video again that if I couldn't figure out a way to do it, I like basically like I can't keep doing this and like letting myself get like hyper focused and like finish line focused, you know, like you're just like, I just want to be done, I just want to be done. Like I gotta figure out ways to like do better with that, because the last one that I did was okay. The one before that, I kind of drove myself a little bit like up a wall on like how the end part of that went. And part of it was like it should not hurt to work on it. Yes, like we're not doing that no more. It shouldn't hurt at all. It should be fun and it should be fulfilling. If it's not fun, it should at least be satisfying. I mean, it's not like a hoot and a holler to do the and brain buffering scrubs of the audio, but I decided to record it without writing anything down. I have a little bitty like to-do list and some notes on things that I need to talk about, but I'm basically like vamping it all out, like kind of like I do here, because I was just like, how can I make this like the most possible like light, like and easy breezy fucking process. I just got an extremely nerdy sticker with a book that I ordered, and I'm debating putting it on my computer or not. They just put the entire name on the book on this sticker. Is that a vibe? I think it's a vibe if you want it to be. You know what? I got all these dang items, and I haven't used any of them. I'm throwing a lampstand at this guy. Fuck you! Good! Fun! I love it. This guy's weak. Alan's strange electronic music systems techniques and controls. Oh, that's rad. I'd put that on a computer. Why not? You know what? I'm tired of y'all. How about that? Get lasered, bitch. Because, like, you know, when I'm doing a video or any kind of piece that involves, like, referencing research or showing, like, proof or whatever, then, like, I do have to script it. But this is more of a personal essay. And, like, an essay about, like, art and a plea for understanding. And, like, I don't need to research that. I already know the art theory good enough, you know? And, like, and I'm leaving in, I'm actually recorded a part, and I am gonna leave this in, where I talk about how, like, I've done, you know, improvised audio before. That entire video that I did about medicalization is like over an hour long, and the whole thing was improvised. Like, I had books and stuff, but like I kind of knew what I was going to talk about because like I was familiar with the material enough. And yep. Some of the video art I made had an audio voiceover, and it can really add a different energy to not plan things so much. That's really true, yeah. It gives it a different vibe. But like even on that like prior video, like, you know, it's like these things are like constructed, right? I guess this will work. It did not work. But like, you know, like it's always a construction when it's a video, and like even if it's like not edited at all, it's just, you know, a straight one shot go off of a like webcam. That's still like a decision and a process. Like it's not, you know, it's a construction because you know, because it's video, you know, it's not naturally occurring. So like, you know, you're always kind of making artistic decisions about what to take out and what to leave in. You know, and sometimes you want to leave in some of the little flubs because they're charming, or like, you know, give it like personality. But oh, the baby, give us money. But yeah, I've been thinking about it, and I guess what I kind of came up with, and I did say, I'm going harder into the artifice of the whole thing, if that makes sense. And also, like, I realized in thinking about how I was going to do this and how I was going to construct it, and I have a pretty good idea of how I'm going to construct it now. And I've been recording the audio leads to, like, oh, I should, you know, as I'm editing, I make notes and, like, oh, you need to do this. But, like, in constructing a coherent argument from the way that I talk normally, even about, like, things that I know a lot about, I am cleaning up my own speech to, in some ways, hide my ADHD. I mean, I'm not doing that on purpose. I'm doing it for, like, you know, edutainment videos need to be clear. And so I'm doing it for clarity and to maintain interest. This is not really an edutainment video. This is a personal art video that I want to make. So I'm going to do what I want. And I'm leaving in a lot of stuff that I would definitely normally take out. Because, like, and even with that, I still have to do a pretty intensive, like, scrub. And, like, even then, when I'm like, I'm not gonna do it as much, I'm still doing it. Because I'm taking out the and the and I'm, like, removing entire parts where I'm like, that was a cul-de-sac that went nowhere and is not useful. And just ditching it, or, like, stitching together parts where I, like, misspoke with a part where I, like, repeated the same thing but said it right the second time, and, like, stitching the first part with the second part. Less of it, but, like, not none, because I think none for this kind of thing wouldn't work. So it's like, you want to give the flavor of ADHD to people without too much ADHD, because then the empathy switch gets flipped off. It makes sense for this. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I'm probably gonna do some stuff to try to maintain interest where I, like, I have, like, subjects and, like, pieces, and then I'm gonna take that and, like, I guess I don't want to fight those guys. And I'm gonna I am thinking about, and probably will do this, additionally taking those apart and rearranging them, you know, to keep it, like, zazzy. And kind of the plan is to because of the way I work, this is not actually as bad as it sounds like for workload. It's actually not much of an extra lift on workload. But I'm thinking about publishing a ADHD version of the video, and then a collected together version, like a final version, and then a version for people who have maybe auditory or other kinds of processing issues that make, like, long videos difficult. Because, like, I don't want to make a video about ADHD that is not, like, able to be watched or listened to by people who have ADHD. That seems silly, and not what I want to do. So, like, the plan is to have an unscrambled version that is chunked into 5 to 10 minute pieces, like 5 minutes, maybe 7-ish at the most, if I'm trying to finish a point, and then have that broken into individual different videos that are labeled in such a way that you know what it's about. Like, and like on the regular video do the chapters, but like for this just have it in topics form, broken into pieces that are very small, so that people can like engage with it by skipping around if they want to. They can skip parts that they are not interested in, and like engage with it in kind of a more like ADHD tornado kind of way if they want to. And then like have the kind of put, so it'll be like, here are the pieces, and then the other thing will be like, here's the completed work, but it probably would be in an unlisted playlist. But like, yeah, split into like completely I was actually thinking of you, Forstein, when I thought of this, and I was like the conversation that we had about like long videos, and I'm like individual distinct videos, that are like 5 to 7-ish is what I'm hoping for, minutes long, unless they're just shorter, because like the intro's like 3 minutes long, and that would be just an intro, and that would be fine. But anything that's longer, to be broken up into pieces and kind of like have explanatory titles that tell you what they are or where you are in the part. But like, I mean, I proposed it on Twitter too, and there were multiple people who were like, I would really like that. So I always like construct my videos out of like, or the way I like to do it the most is by making individual sections that I then kind of snap together like Lego bricks, or like, you know, maybe I'll like cut it in half and move it around, but like the audio and the video are like completed in like small bits. So it really wouldn't be that hard to do. It's a lot more uploading, but like YouTube always sucks, so like whatever. Like definitely to include chapters in the longer video too. I've never done that, but it's just because I've never like, I don't know, I didn't think of it, and I didn't think I just didn't think of it. So, like, I'm probably not going to go back and do it on older videos, because, like, I really can't assign myself more tasks at this point. But, people also were like, I like chapters, and I was like, alright, I will look into what I have to do that. It's not that much more work, honestly, because, like, I'll have the individual pieces saved as MP4s before I, like, upload them, or, like, you know, I like to save them down as their own MP4s and then start a new project and, like, start connecting stuff together. So I'll already have, like, individual MP4 files. I may need to, like, chop 1 or 2 of them in half, so it's really just about, like, uploading them. Oh, I don't have the right stuff. Goodbye, my crafting girlfriends. I shall see you later. It'll probably, I mean, it'll be, like, I pay for captioning, so it'll be double the captioning costs. But, and it's gonna take longer to get the captions uploaded. But, like, that's the only way I can get it done. And, like, whatever. It's, like, not a big deal to do that. Like, we can afford it, so I'm gonna do it that way. That's kind of what I'm planning on at this point. But I'm also just, like, you know, people have to be accessible with me and understand that things will come out when they are ready. And not an instant before. And I'm like, I'm aware that I don't come off this way, believe me. But, like, I'm actually fairly delicate. And I can't put pressure on myself, in any way that it is, like, not... If it is optional to not pressure myself, I need to, like, really tack towards that. Because if I don't, I'm not going to be able to do anything. And I'm going to have to quit everything. So, and I don't want to do that. So I'm just like, well, what are the like lightest and easiest ways that I can kind of continue to engage with the things that I would like to engage with. But it feels better to be working on it because I just had this like reinforced alloy 20. I just really wanted to make something artistic, and I was starting to feel really like frustrated. So it's nice to be working on a project. What's the other thing? And like the last times I was doing things, I kind of did what I guess is like the expected thing, which is, or you know, what seems like is expected, where I mean, especially with Faketopia, I did not want that guy getting like a lead on me before I dropped that video like a dang bomb. But like, other than that one, like, I don't know, it just seems like you kind of like don't talk about the thing. Fuck, what's this get? Is it the leather? I just didn't even intake that information at all. Alright, I need to say it out loud. Full grain leather, 15. Okay. Hi. Full grain leather. There you go. Yeah. Thank you. Hello. Hi. I need potatoes. And garlics. There we go. Alright, that's probably good. Thank you! Yeah, so like, I guess what I was gonna say is like, in the past I've kind of, I don't know, it seems like adhered to like, oh, you know, you premiered the thing when you, like, you know, and then you talk about it then, but like, I like kind of want to talk more about things as I'm working on them, because that's when I'm thinking about them, and then when I stop working on them, I like to talk about and think about things when no one else knows what the fuck I'm talking about, and then when I've done the thing, I lose interest in talking about it at all. I mean, I will if people ask me about it, but I won't if they don't, and like, I'll just forget and move on to the next thing. It's fun to hear the process. Thank you. Same, I finish something and lose it in my media folder. Yeah, I'm just like, we have some help with, the kitchen, renovation, and the woman who's helping us with it, is like, basically she suggested that there was a spot on the wall that would like make a very nice like kind of framed area to put one of my paintings, because like we had talked about, you know, the house and me wanting to have a studio, so like she knew I wanted to paint, and I was like, I don't have any of my paintings. I don't have any of them, and Josh was like, yes, yeah, gives away. And I'm like, it's true. I'm like, yeah, the dopamine is over. I'm like, I'm interested in the process and how it feels to make it. And then once it's made, I'm like, looking at this is not giving me the reason why I like to do things. Does anybody want this? Because, there's gonna be so many of them in my house. The nice thing about oil paintings is they make excellent gifts. Everybody fucking loves getting an oil painting. Because they're rad and, like, usually pretty expensive. This is how I ended up in the fiber textile department. My mom makes quilts and gives them all away, so many quilts. Yeah, my niece right now is doing, like is really into crochet and is like making crochet stuff and giving it away because it's like the same kind of deal. Like, well, I mean, I'm done with it now. And I'm like, word, I I feel that, you know, because I'm just like, well, I mean, what do I want? It's not like I don't want to talk about it or like I won't if people are interested, but like, it's not quite. Not quite. It's not at all as like mesmerizing as it is to do it. It makes like doing video work kind of rough because like it takes me forever to get out some stuff and like it just is what it is, I guess. You know, I'm like I can't do it any faster. I tried doing that and it was not good for my brain. Maple Moon NTV is raiding with a party of 4. Thank you so much. Welcome, Raiders. Zen Artist raid. Thank you. Haven the Pooker raid. Thank you so much. Hey, y'all. Welcome, Raiders. My name is Allie. I'm from Ok2BeFat because it is okay to be fat, and this is Yakuza 7. On my stream, we play all the Yakuza games in order. We're up to 7. We've played 9 games? 10 games? I shouldn't count the JoJo game, but we've played, like, there's, the ordering is odd, so, but yeah, we're up to 7, and we're just about up to the finale, which we're gonna do on Friday. Can't do a finale on Wednesday. Wednesday's a 2-hour stream. Finales for Yakuza are very long. So, on Friday, we will be finishing Yakuza 7, and we'll be starting Judgment, which is also an RGG Studios game. It's like, it's a really cool game. It's a little different. We're gonna go back. This is a JRPG version of Yakuza, which up until this game has been like an action kind of brawler. But Judgment goes back to brawler. And we're not gonna get another RPG until Yakuza 8, which is not out yet. But yeah, it's a great series. I like it a lot. Welcome. Hope you have a fun time. I'm currently trying to, oh, poo. I'm trying to, like, level up Ichi's, like, final weapon. But I should do, like, let's do something fun. Alright, Namba, let's get it going. Alright, here we go. Pigeons. This should get them. Alright, my friends. Namba's a wizard in this game. He's like a, kind of like the black mage, and the idol class is kind of like a white mage in Final Fantasy. Story explanation for this is that Ichiban is, his special interest is Dragon Quest, so he kind of sees the world through a Dragon Quest lens. Like, they didn't even need to do that, you know? Like, they didn't need a story explanation for it, but, like, they did put one in, and it's so incredibly charming. And I think, my headcanon is, Ichiban is, a wonderful autistic man. And, Dragon Quest is his special interest, so it's how he, like, understands things that might otherwise be confusing. So he's decided to be a hero. This sacred bat can only be attainable by a legendary hero. That's me! Alright, so now that is adorable. It's so adorable. Alright, who wants to see some karaoke? The karaoke in Yakuza is pretty legendary, so let's go do a little karaoke. I tried Dragon Quest Dragon Warrior on an emulator the other day and forgot that it also inspired Mother/Earthbound. That's neat. Oh, that is neat. Yeah, I really liked Dragon Warrior when I played it, a lot. And then, you know, there was, like, stuff, and then I didn't get to play another RPG until, or really anything, until Final Fantasy Tactics, which is just, like, the Dragon Souls of RPG. Like, that thing is so fucking punishing. Like not Dragon Quest, like Final Fantasy Tactics is like an RPG for people who enjoy pain. Because, like, if you don't do it exactly right, they will punish. Before we sing, we need to get lunch boxes. What are my fucking fruits? Whatever. Give me special lunch. Okay, I need all my bentos, because we're gonna go have, like, big, massive, giant fights, on Friday. So I just want to make sure I have all the bentos, because this game has a bit of a wild difficulty curve. And if you don't prep right, you could be very sorry. And I have not done a ton of grinding. Because I didn't want to. Alright, let's save the game. Witness my save. You can really see, I think, in the original Dragon Quest where they're like figuring out kind of mechanics and things that are going to be really cool later. Alright, so let's do, obviously we need a hell stew, so let's go. Here we go. Absolute hottie. Show's gonna wreck it. He's a devil rocker. So it's like Kiss and I actually have 3 musicians on my team. Yay! Here we go. Leeks for drumsticks. Because we're getting soup, baby. They really keep you going in this one. It's time for vegetables, indeed. Naba brings the tofu. He's so proud of it too, it's true. He loves it. Perfect guard. Pound mates are the summonses. They're very good. Alright, what else should we say? Ichi's song. He's such a sweetie. He does love his tofu. Alright, I gotta like... I am still checking this stream to make sure it's on. It's been a little rough lately, but do our best. I love Ichi's voice actor. It's so good. There he is playing Dragon Quest! And he was like, I'm gonna be the hero. Oh, I love him. And then he's nice to the little boy who's sad. Oh, hang on one sec, y'all. I gotta take this call. Hello? That's me? Okay. No, I don't think so. I think currently at this point, we're waiting on Hi, hello, I'm back. Can y'all hear me? Sorry about that. We're in the middle of securing a house, so the bank called me and I was like, I gotta take this. Bye. So, it's good. It's fine. Everything's fine. Um, the house securing call was fine. They the there's a lot of little bits, and they'll call you and be like, and also sometimes too, they just call you to tell you where you are in the process. Um, and I'm like, yep, that's what's going on. So yeah. We're good. Hey, Megan, how you doing? Oh, I'm lucky that happened at the end of the song. I definitely would have whiffed it. It's fine. Everything's going good. Ooh, I'm number one again! I still have these, like, anxiety, like, dreams and stuff where I, like, think that, like, something bad is gonna happen with the house, but, like, I know from having worked at a bank that, like, we're fine. Like, there's stuff that you gotta get through, but, like, everything is position normal. It's gonna be fine. There's no reason for it not to be fine, and we're past the point where people can really back out or do. So, like, it's gonna be fine. I just have been really stressed out about it to the point where I'm, like, dreaming of smoking cigarettes, which I have not done in years, so. Having a little bit of a struggle time? Oh, I'm sorry about the struggle time. Let's have a like a butterfly. Maybe that will help. It can't hurt. Ichi does go all out. He gives us a Kiryu I won't hold back. This is the one that Josh says this reminds him of Evanescence. Ah, I fucked it up! Shouldn't have talked with my mouth. If I've done anything since COVID happened, I've certainly learned where all the buttons are on the PlayStation controller. That I do know. I don't know anything else. Here we go, swagger glasses! Did they keep her? Megan, I'll come back to that in a second. Did they keep her in this suit for this because it's the business partner song with the goofy glasses and rapping? I mean, those are originally Kiryu's goofy glasses and Kiryu's rapping. So, I don't think so. But, like, it would be fun if that was true. Let's go play some mahjong. Let's do something chill. Because my shoulder and arm hurt, and I would like for things to be chill. He was rip-rapping. Oh, R.I.P. rapping Kiryu. Well, I mean, who's to say that he won't come back and rap some more? I mean, come on, he's coming back.